Hello, happy planners. I am back with the pen to paper for this travel journal, which is day 2, well, day 1 technically, of the conference, the EVOL conference, but day 2 of the San Diego travel journal. So in the last video, and I will link that down below, in the last video I talked about decorating a pre-planned page, and this was one of the pages that comes in the Hello Today journal, and it was a page that looked like this. It was one of the pre-printed pre-designed layout pages, and so I decorated in that last video, and then in this video I am actually going to put pen to paper. And I have to say that I am enjoying this bullet journal series I'm doing, and I'm just getting started, so I'm a beginner. And so those of you who have been doing bullet journal for a while, just excuse the growing pains, I suppose, that I'm having, but I am having fun with it. It's lots of fun. So on day 1, what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to list all the different plenaries and sessions that I attended, and then instead of, and I may even come back and put site in here, I'm not sure, but these were the things that I saw on day 1 of the conference, day 2 of San Diego. And then here I'm just going to make a note of the type of food that I ate, and that we did lunch on the marina courtyard, and that over here I'm going to document the weather. It was very sunny. It was less windy that day, and I did get a slight sunburn at lunch that day. I did. I was so excited, but so far, and I've been home for a week now, and so far there's no peeling, so that's good. And then this is just going to be a reflection in general of day 2 in San Diego, and a reflection of the conference. And I'm seeing my phone shake, and I don't know what's making my phone shake so bad today, unless one of my boys has wiggled around and possibly loosened my mount, maybe. I don't know. So if it is shaking, I do apologize. So I'm going to go ahead and put pen to paper, and instead of using my Flair, typically I write with my Papermate Flair, I'm going to be using a different pen for my journaling today. This is a Schneider Express. It's a 0.8. These pens are absolutely, right now, for work, this is my favorite pen to write with, and it does wonderful. It doesn't seem to be as juicy as the Papermate Flair, and I just really like it. It's in the tip. I hope you can see the tip. The tip is a flat tip, like a not a Papermate, Sharpie, like a Sharpie pen. That's the type of tip it has, but it doesn't bleed through. So I love this pen. So what I'm going to do is I've made some notes, and on day 1 I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to need 6 bullets, and so oh, and I didn't color in my paperclip. I want to color in my paperclip. And I'm going to do some gold bullets, some of the gold bullets. What color do I want to color in my paperclip? I think my paperclip may end up being, I think I'm going to do a pink paperclip, and I need to pull out my drawer and get into my bag. Or I could, no, I suppose I could do teal. I think my paperclip is going to be pink. Well, I pulled out the pink Flair. I think I'll use this color pink, that way it will pull in that pink there, because definitely we want that colored Okay, so I said I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I counted my lunch earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 5 bullets. And I think I want them all to match. So I'm going to use these really fabulous little, and I'm just going to abbreviate a little. And we had plenaries, and I'm just going to call it P1, because if I write plenary and then put 1 and then put the title, because the titles were really long, and I won't understand what P1 means. It was the first plenary, and it was giving survivors a choice, giving survivors a voice. Sorry, I wasn't even being able to read my own handwriting. And I'm just going to print this. I'm not going to use any hand lettering, which I'm suck at, I'll be honest. But I'm using my teacher print at the moment to giving survivors a voice. Okay. And P2 is making communities safer through family justice centers. That one is going to be a little bit longer title. So let's put this. And these plenaries were back to back with a 30-minute break in between. And this second plenary was incredible. I could have listened to this guy and this lady speak all day long. Making communities safer through, and I'm just going to abbreviate FJC because I know that means Family Justice Centers. And then I had 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the space. So this one was Safe Case Review is the last one. And then I'll put this one here. And this one, I know there was more to the title than what I'm going to write, but I can't remember. It was human trafficking, but I can't remember what the rest of the title was, but it was human trafficking. So, okay, so this one was Prosecution of Strangulation Cases. Now, I'm going to get really technical, and some of you may not like this, but this is my work. So, I live in the state of Kentucky, and just during this legislation session, Kentucky finally, I think we were the 48th state. I think there's only 2 states remaining that did not have strangulation as a crime, and Kentucky just passed that. And so we are learning lots of ways that we're going to be able to use our same nurse who does sexual assault forensic exams. He will be going to some more training this summer, and he will also double as a forensic nurse examiner, and he will learn how to collect forensic or provide forensic exams to help in prosecution cases of domestic violence. And one of those ways is learning how to provide forensic exam to prove strangulation for felony indictment against perpetrators. And so I learned lots at this session. So this one was prosecution of strangulation cases. And it was a great session. The next session was human trafficking. The area of Kentucky that I live in, human trafficking it looks very different than it does in a large city like Louisville, Lexington, Indianapolis, Chicago, you know, very different. But I will say that it is the Derby this weekend, and there will be lots of human trafficking that takes place at the Derby in Louisville. The types of human trafficking that we have here in rural Appalachia is parents who trade their children for drugs, or parents who trade their children for rent, parents who trade their children for transportation. That's the type of human trafficking. And so several of our grants now have a purpose area around human trafficking, and so we're going to be doing lots of training on that. And then our last session for that day was SAFE case review. And for those of you who might be interested, SAFE stands for Sexual Assault Forensic Exam. And our SANE nurse who provides the SAFE exam attended this trip with us, and so we went to this class to learn more about SAFE case reviews. So there's the first part, and then I think what I want to do here is, I think I just want to put some blue. I think I just want that one to be blue, and then we'll use pretty lilac just for some color, and we'll do the pretty pink. And then we need the pretty green. And then we'll add the pretty pink back, just for color. But you still can see that gold. Like that. Okay, and then food. So, I think for food, I'm going to use... I'm just going to use these just gold bullets. So the hotel that actually, we did not stay in the hotel where the conference was held. We stayed in a different hotel, but where the conference was held provided breakfast, and they provided a lunch. And then there was typically an afternoon snack, but I was still, like, I didn't really want an afternoon snack. I was good with just having coffee in the afternoon. And so on this day in particular, Matt and I actually did two different things. Excuse me. Heather who went with us, Heather took a salsa class with one of the other ladies from Kentucky, who's from our state coalition, and it was wonderful, she said. And then Matt and I were on our own that evening, and so I am going to put in these little gold bullets for what we did. So, breakfast, we had fruit, yogurt, which was Greek yogurt, and it was delicious, and muffins. And lunch, I don't even remember. I had a turkey wrap, I believe, on the courtyard. Marina, and it was a wrap. And then we went to the Nolan, which was the rooftop restaurant, and I had pita bread. That was delicious. And then we went to an organic restaurant called Tikaya. I hope I'm saying that correct. Tikaya Organic. And it was a Mexican, and I do not do like really spicy Mexican food, and so I just had some guac and chips, and it was delicious. And I have a picture of that I'll include on the back. So Tikaya, and I took pictures of that fabulous little restaurant. And this was hands down the best guac and chips ever. And then over here I'm going to go ahead and do that it was sunny and the temperature was about 75 degrees that day. I did get some sun. Yes, it was wonderful. Then I'm going to come up here and talk about what we saw. So when we were at, I'm going to put hearts on this one. So we went to the rooftop of our hotel. That is horribly crooked. So that was where the sightseeing, well, and then we did walk several blocks that night to get to the Tikaya place. And I did take pictures of a few things. But I watched the sunset from the rooftop of our hotel, and it was beautiful. So, so the rooftop of my hotel had an incredible view of the skyline and the Gaslamp Quarter. I'm going to make a note that I'll watch the sunset from there. And I think when I do the memory planning that's going to go with this page, that I have so many photos that I want to share from this particular day, that my memory planning is probably going to be 2, maybe even 3 pages, because there was just so much fun that happened on this day. And so oops, that's supposed to be saw. Boo boo, I saw. Maybe I want to say watched. Watched would be better than saw. And if I do this just right, maybe you won't know. I watched the sun set from the rooftop. And it was gorgeous. And then the next thing that I want to talk about is we walked several blocks that night, and I got to take in lots of the and I don't have enough room to write what I wanted to write. So, San Diego is an incredibly pet-friendly city. Probably the most pet-friendly city I've ever been to is Savannah, Georgia. And then Kansas, whenever I went to Kansas City, out in the area, and I'm trying to remember the name of the area that I was in. It was the, can't remember the exact name of where I was at when I was in Kansas City. But it was extremely pet-friendly, and so was San Diego. There were pets everywhere. And so just seeing all of the doggies walking was making me so homesick for my boys. So here I'm going to color in green first, green heart, and then I'm going to do a pink heart, and this pink sort of matches my nails. And then I got a lot of lilac going on up there. I think I'm gonna do a blue heart. How cute is that? Loving it. So I got that. So down here is just going to be some reflections about the day. So first thing I want to do is, and I think I'm going to use some exclamation points on this one. So this conference was, the very first thing I'm going to do is say that it was an international. And then I'm going to say that there were eleven countries represented. 48 states, and then Kentucky had 32 participants. And International. I forgot my L. I made an exclamation point, didn't have my L. I'll have to go back and proofread and make sure my hand didn't get faster than my brain on anything else. I was thinking there was another statistic that I wanted to write there. So, I think what I want to write next is the people. So we had Layla from KSAP, and KSAP is our Kentucky Association of Sexual Assault Program, our state coalition. And we had Sane, nurses from U of L, which is University of Louisville. And we had Stacy Todd from Lotus. And then, of course, there was Heather, Matt, and me. There were other people from Kentucky, but I did not get to find out who or meet them or know where they were from. So that is my After the Pen for this second. It was Monday, April 22nd in San Diego. I'm almost wondering, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I was almost wondering if maybe, since I have color on those, if I need to, let's just do it like this. Because I think I like that color being, and let's use lilac. I like that color being dispersed, and you can still see the gold through, so I like that. Sunny, let's just put a little color in there. I don't want it to make the ink bleed. And then over here, let's do green first. And then let's do some pink. And some blue. And some lilac. Oh yeah. I like how that turned out. What do you think? What's your thoughts? I do think I want to put the word, I do think I want to put sight in here. I do think I want to stick that in there because I just think that seeing looks kind of weird by itself. Give it a second to dry. So what are your thoughts? Are you guys liking this? Have you tried bullet journaling? Have you bought any of the journals? Are you doing your own from scratch? Are you using the pre-printed ones? I'm loving both. Loving both. I know that's kind of hard to see sightseeing, but I think I like it better saying sightseeing than just seeing. I think I like it better. And I'm telling you guys, these pens are to die for. This one came from Office Depot, and I'm wanting to think there was a box of either 8 or 12 for $25. It's one of my work pens, but I love it. Love it. So what do you think? What's your thoughts on this? Are you liking that so far? Not liking it? Give me some comments. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull this page out, and I'm going to flip over. I think I'm just going to pull these pages out, and what I'm going to do with them is put them back in this section. And it's not that I'm going to do anything with them. I just want to store them back here. And what I think I'm going to do, and I'm going to have to get either a sticker. I don't know that it's Sharpie. I don't know if this is slick. Can you see that that's, I think a Sharpie may not stick to that. I'm not sure. And this is going to become my travel section. And so now you're going to be able to see that. And I think I do want to leave the black discs because I like the black discs with the cover. I'm sorry. Although I think I would like to have, black metal. And so I'm thinking about purchasing the planner from the Mamby shop just so I can get the black discs. let me look in the travel book real quickly and see if there is a word, a printed word that I may use for my... I like that off too. Ooh, I might use that, but let's just keep looking. Living the life playlist, arrive, hello, goodbye, road trip, destination, itinerary, explore. Let's just keep looking. I'm gonna finger mark that page. I could use that to make the word travel. Adventure, touring, hello, goodbye, so fun, let's go. To, from, there's the word adventure. So let's see what this word looks like with a gold. Well, why are you not coming up, airplane? And I think what I'm going to do is also use a car, because I don't always, on my travels, I don't always fly. Sometimes I drive. So let's do this. And I don't know that this is going to actually show up. So let's go back in here. Do we have... We didn't have just colored boxes, and I don't have that out. And I do not think that this is going to... Is it going to show up? I wasn't thinking about this part, but now that I'm in it, I think I'm going to do it. Do it, do it, do it. I like this color box. But I want to cut this little heart out, and I'm going to make it dovetail, and you guys know I love dovetail. Oh man. Made a little miscut. That's okay, I can fix it. There we go. So now let's put this down. I want to give the word. Oh, how cute is that? And now let's put the core. Because not every adventure is on a plane. Oh, I love it, love it. And then let's look in our travel book and see if there's some sticker. Always take the scenic route. Explore more. Let's go somewhere. I like that. Let's look. See what we can... Not everything is going to be a vacation. Not everything is going to be a vacation. That would be cool. Let's go. That would have been cool for over there. Oh, how's the weather? Hello, we're doing it. We're doing weather. Obviously, these will not show up on there very good. I was looking to see, none of these will show up on there good unless they're on like some colored scrapbook paper or a big sticker. You know what I could do? This would be fun. It would be fun. Which of course that will not fit. There's a smaller United States. I think I'm going to rethink that. Although I would like to put a quote in there. I'm going to work on that. So I'm going to just leave that for now. And then, I love that. Isn't that beautiful? So I have an adventure tab, which is going to be my travel journal. And be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. Maya Angelou, love it. And so there's my first page. Destination San Diego, 2019, Sunday the 21st. And we colored that on the other one, but we didn't color it on this one. So let's color that puppy in. Let's color that puppy in. Cute. And then there's the memory planning page for that. And then here is the page that I just did. So, ooh, did you see what you forgot, sister? Yes, you see what you forgot. And you need to choose a color that you already have. You forgot that one. And so, next step on the series will be the memory planning. And as I said, I think this day's memory planning, it may need 2 sheets for all the pictures. And then if I decide I don't want to include that typewriter, I'm fairly certain that I can cover it with a photo. Fairly certain. So I'm hoping you're enjoying this series. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I'm having fun with it, and that's all that matters. Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Happy planning!